Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to League 4 of the Amazing Readathon, and hopefully the video where we get a third bingo on Camp Nightmare's bingo board. So, the prompt got dropped hours ago, and I've literally been sitting here for hours trying to figure out what I'm going to do to get to our next place, which I don't even remember what it is because I was so worried about the actual prompt. So let me figure out where it is, and I'm gonna tell you what I picked for the prompt. Oh, I remember. Paris, France, where the Olympics are going to be this year. So the prompt, because of the Olympics and there's winners and things like that, is to read an award-winning book. And that threw me off so bad. So I can't use Hunted, which is what I was currently listening to. I started it last night and I'm really enjoying it. I would love to finish it, but it will not count towards the city prompt. So I want to get the city prompt done, and then maybe we'll go back and finish Hunted by Darcy Coates. So I had a few options for an award-winning book. All the Ugly and Wonderful Things by Bryn Greenwood was the 2016 Book of the Year book. Olive Kitteridge is a Pulitzer Prize winner. Then, The Cabin at the End of the World was a Bram Stoker Award winner. But see, I've already read this, and I've already read the horror novel, and I just really don't want to read Olive Kitteridge. I have no idea what it's about. I don't even know how I got it. So this might inspire me to do an unhaul on my channel, because like, I'm never gonna read this. I just don't care. Which put me in a predicament, because then I had to go and literally, like I said, I've been looking for hours. But okay, I'm back. I lied. I don't want to read physically right now. I kind of want to pick up some things, and I would like to go through my books and do like an unhaul. I'm inspired to unhaul because I have no want to read this at all. No idea what it's even about. Just it's not my vibe anymore. So I don't know if it ever was. I'm not even sure how I got it. But I do want to clean up some things. My desk is kind of messy. I want to do the dishes from breakfast and just not sit here any longer, because like I said, I was sitting here for hours. But I started Dead Until Dark by Charlene Harris. It's the first Suki Stackhouse book. I started this a few nights ago, and it's okay. It's going okay. I'm not gonna lie. It's going okay. But I promised a friend that I would at least give it a shot. So I'm giving it a shot. It's fantasy, it's vampires, it's paranormal. It's also listed as romance and urban fantasy. I'm not like a fantasy girly, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna love it. And I'm also like a Vampire Diaries diehard like girly. So I'm kind of thinking that that's gonna be, you know, I'm gonna find it okay, but I might not finish the series. However, if I don't want to finish the series, I think that takes 6 books off my digital TBR. So that would actually be really, really good. So it is the Anthony Award-winning novel. So it is an award-winning novel. Now, for Camp Nightmare, does it count for something? I haven't even checked. So, let's check. Nature on the cover. I mean, it kind of looks like grass and trees and stuff, so it could count for nature on the cover. Book with urban legends. Vampires are urban legends, so I feel like it could work. Authority position, I don't think so. Favorite color on the cover? I mean, that's not purple. No. Carny love, there's no carnival. Domestic or a romantic suspense or a domestic thriller. Not really. Dual timeline? I don't think so. Water on the cover? Definitely not. Unreliable narrator. And friend group. So I think it might count for nature on the cover, which means that this one will have to find something else, or I'll just read it just to read it. But yeah, I want to clean up some stuff and just do better. So I'm gonna listen to this on audiobook while I get some work done. And then I've been working outside and now I'm like disgusting. Look. I don't know if you can see it, but it's chaos. And then even on my face. So I was gardening for most of today and I'm most of the way done with Dead Before Dark. And we'll talk about it when I finish it. Okay, it is like 10:30 at night, so I did not do a very good job at updating you. I think I did well because you gardened with me this morning, and then I've kind of really just been inside the rest of the day, just relaxing, talking with the hubby and hanging out. But I finished my city prompt. So I'm officially in Paris, France. I finished Dead Until Dawn by Charlene Harris, which is the first book in the True Blood series. It's not the True Blood series, but it became True Blood. it was fine. I didn't particularly love it, but that does mean that all 6 of the books that I had from this series are no longer on my TBR. So it was fine. I'd probably give it like a 3-star. I just know that it wasn't really for me. It was really erotic vampire mystery, but light on the mystery, more on the smut or romance, I guess. It was fine. I didn't particularly love it, and I don't need to finish that series. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited. I don't know if I can tell you until the announcement video comes out, but just know that I'm super excited. I'm almost crying. I'm such a little... I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and you'll find out later, but I'm really happy right now. Okay. Sorry. I don't know if I'm really allowed to tell you, so here. I'm gonna tell you, but if I find out that I can't say anything until the announcement video comes out, then I guess that editing Alita is gonna do her magic, and she's gonna turn off all the sound, and you won't hear anything, and you'll just see me geeking out and like super duper happy. So there's like these people on YouTube who have offered me to be a co-host and on like some of their live shows, and I'm so excited about it because like I've never done that before, and you know, little me is really excited. Okay, I'm done. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited because it's... After this, I'm gonna listen to some more of Hunted by Darcy Coates. I'm hoping to finish that today, but most importantly, I'm hoping to get another reading vlog done and hopefully posted, but if not posted, then it'll be posted tomorrow. So I guess there's that. Oh my gosh, is it Monday? I think it's Monday, and I don't think that I have a video. It would have come out like 2 hours ago. I don't think I scheduled anything. I didn't. You know what? It's okay. I'm working really hard on... Let's see. I'm working really hard on doing my vlogging. So if I don't stick to the same schedule in the month of June, that's just gonna have to work. I might have some videos coming up though that are not vlogs. I don't know. I haven't filmed them yet. But I just wanted to share with you that I was really excited, and like I'm such a baby that I was crying. But I've never been a guest. I've never been a guest host or like a co-host. I'm nervous. I mean, I participate in their sprints a lot, but I've never been like, I mean, I've gone on camera for me, but I've never been, oh my gosh, I'm like totally freaking out right now. so my video is uploading right now, so hopefully it'll be up today. It usually takes a little bit of time, but I finished Dead Until Dark by Charlene Harris in my last reading vlog that I just got done editing, and I haven't put it for Campfire yet. So we're gonna go through what prompts I still have left, and we're gonna see if we can fit Dead Until Dark in there. The first one that I have is Nature Walk, which there's grass and there's like a neighborhood, so I mean it could work for that. Let's think about that for a second. Camp Counselor, authority position. Not really. She's a waitress. He's a vampire. Does he even talk about his job? No, because he's a vampire. He doesn't have to have a job. Oh, he's a criminal. Kinda. Okay, no, I don't think that one works. Then there's tie-dye, favorite color on the cover. There's no purple on that cover. Cabin Carnival, Carney Love. So there's no carnival in Dead Until Dark. I'm gonna have a real issue with that one. I've started 2 different books, but I don't like either of them, so I'm gonna have a hard time with that one. Then there's Summer Love, romantic suspense. I mean, you could call Dead Until Dark a romantic suspense. It's like a paranormal romantic suspense, maybe. Relay Race is dual timeline, definitely not. Day on the Lake, there's no water on the cover. Two Truths and a Lie, unreliable narrator, not so much. Friendship Bracelet, friend group, I mean, could be. So I would say it's either romantic suspense, friend group, or book with urban legends. But I feel like I'm gonna have problems with either Campfire Stories, book with urban legends, or Day on the Lake. Or I mean, not Day on the Lake. Summer Love, romantic suspense. But I literally have a book called Campfire Stories. I just haven't read it yet, but I would like that to be for the prompt Campfire Stories. So I think it's actually called Campfire. So I think for Dead Until Dark, I'm gonna count that for romantic suspense. Oh, I'm sorry, for romantic suspense. So I gotta find romantic. That's not what it's called. It's called Summer Love. So let's find Summer Love is right here. So I'm gonna take that off. I don't think that I have another one. No. So I'm still going. Okay, I really need to focus on the bottom. So I listened to like 20% more of Hunted by Darcy Coates. I'm definitely gonna finish that today. Unless another prompt gets dropped and I have to stop reading it. But I wanted to take a small break to film. So look at that. Those shelves are packed. They're nasty. Then there's just like, there's books everywhere. So I just want to fix it a little bit. I went to the gym with the brother-in-laws and finished Hunted by Darcy Coates. So I need to put that on my bingo board and for the amazing readathon. I already know what I'm going to use it for the bingo board though. For the bingo board, I am going to use Hunted by Darcy Coates for Friendship Bracelet, which is a good friend group or something like that, a friend group. These friends, so Eileen went missing. She was going hiking and she was going through something which you never quite fully understand. They don't really explain it, but they were worried about her mental health a little bit. And she was going hiking alone when she went missing. And then this group of like 5 friends went to where she was last seen and started like trying to find her, even though she'd been missing for 5 days at that point. And then things just go unhinged and it's very like survival. You are trying to survive not only the jungle, not only like the wooded area, the jungle and everything, but you're also trying to survive maybe the monsters lurking in the forest, or the other humans in the world. I don't know. I'm not gonna give it away, but it was intense and crazy and unhinged, and of course I loved it. So the beginning is really slow. It took me some time to get into it, but once it went there, like, it just went there. So I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I don't know, probably 5 stars. It was really, really good. It was a great horror novel. So we're gonna stop here for today because I have foster parent classes starting in like an hour, and I want to get my bingo board ready, see if I got another bingo. I don't think I did. I think it's just helping me. And then also put my sightseeing prompt in for Paris. I kind of want to go to the Eiffel Tower, but that seems so generic. Like, everyone's going to go to the Eiffel Tower. So maybe I can go to the restaurant that Emily goes to from Emily in Paris. No? Okay. There's a river. I could go to the river. All right. My parenting class is over. You know, because foster parent classes. But I was checking Discord just to check seas, and Lake 4 detour is Paris detour. So let's see what it is. Again, I'm going to be wearing headphones, so you won't be able to hear it, but we can figure it out. You can see by my reaction if it's a good one or not. Paris. Ooh, Olympics. Olympic flag. 5 rings. Okay. $300 points if I post a picture of 5 books that represent the Olympic flag. Okay, that's okay. It's gonna take some thought, but there's that. Okay. For the detour, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually on Adobe right now. That's where I do all my thumbnails. I'm going to pick an Instagram square post. Sure. Then I am going to find an Olympic flag. And that's going to be like the backdrop. But then I have all these different books that represent different continents. So they're not exactly the right colors, but they are representing the different continents because they take place on the different continents. So if anyone says it doesn't work, I'm going to say it's art. And art is subjective, right? Okay. So let's find this. I'm gonna work on this and maybe just go and fast forward, and I'll show you at the end what I'm thinking. Tell me in the comments below what you think of it. Although by that point, you know, we're already done. Ooh, okay. I know that these do not 100% match the rings up here, but they're not supposed to. Each of these represents one of the rings because it's a book that takes place in that continent. Like, this is Oceanic, Asia, the Americas. That one's South America. This one is Africa and Europe. Good morning. So we're going to talk about everything that I'm currently reading. The thing about this the amazing Readathon, not so much Camp Nightmare, but the amazing Readathon is that they drop prompts whenever they want. There's detours, there's everything like that. So if you're in the middle of a book that doesn't count for a prompt now, then you have to either finish your book, then do the city prompt, then you can put the points in for the sightseeing prompt, or you have to stop reading, pick your next book, read it, then go back and jump around. So the first book that I'm reading is actually a buddy read with Nikki from Thrills and Chills Book Club. We're reading this brick. We're reading Forever Never by Lucy Score. So I have it tabbed up for each day. And day 1. So we're about 70 pages for each day. But you know, they're like today. We're reading 74 pages because that's where the chapter ends. Yesterday we read exactly 70 pages, and it's supposed to take us 8 days to finish. So yesterday, I didn't like this book. Like, I thought it was fine, but there's nothing super special about it. Now, I have already started the chapters for today. I'm actually like 2 chapters away from having my reading done for today. I'm on chapter 14. We have to get to chapter 16. I really like it. I like Drunk Remy. She's kind of feisty and kind of fun when she drinks. I still don't understand their history yet, and that bothers me a little bit. I feel like almost 150 pages into the book, they've like hinted at things, but they haven't outright come out and said things. They haven't told me their history a whole lot, so I still want to know why they have this relationship that they do, like this hatred for each other. But I don't really think it's hatred. It's creating some really nice banter though, and I'm loving Drunk Remy. Like, loving her. I'm gonna wait till Nikki has read it and we're gonna talk about it a little bit, but so far, very, very, very slow start. I was like, I'm not liking it yesterday when I talked to Nikki. But today, you know, I'm not loving this. This is not going to be a new favorite book of mine, but I'm warming up to Remy and Brick and Remy. I really enjoy her. Like, I enjoy their banter. Their banter's on point. So if you're looking for a book with great banter, you do have to wait a little while, because the first, like I said, 100 pages was not all that great, and I'm only 150 pages in, not even, like 120. I'll get to 144 today, but I'm slowly starting to like them together. So, there's Forever Never. There's You Look Beautiful Tonight by R.L. It's not R.L. Stein. I'm sorry. You Look Beautiful Tonight. It has an author who has initials. They use initials. Oh, L.R. Jones. I'm literally like 2 chapters into that one, but it has LR is a sightseeing prompt is to read an author that uses initials. So that's an option, or I'm gonna read Mathilda's Book of Shadows by Kristen Ashley. I have not started that one, but like I said, I'm only like a chapter into You Look Beautiful Tonight. But both of those have purple on the cover, which would work for Camp Nightmare. So I don't know which one I want to read. I kind of want to read Mathilda's Book of Shadows just because it looks good. There's also The Breakup Artist, though. That one has a purple cover. So I finished my chapters Forever and Ever, and I'm really starting to warm up to it. Yesterday I was like, oh, I'm not going to like this book. I was really sludging to get through those first 70 pages. But today I'm like, oh, I really like it. Now, I was on Discord over here, and there is something called the U-turn. So I'm scared. I'm really scared, but let's see what the U-turn means. It's new this year. Okay. Okay, so, dang, that's so mean. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but if you're part of the amazing readathon, then you know. Oh no. So I guess I'm gonna strategize with my spooky team. I'm listening to some Tay-Tay in my headphones. I'm going to keep her going while we talk. So I don't believe that the Thrills and Chills book club has a minimum page count for their prompts. So you can use really anything, right? If I'm wrong, then Dana or Nikki, you guys can let me know in the comments below of this video, or maybe I'll just reach out and ask one of you, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. Because for the amazing readathon, it has to be 50 pages, and this book is 48 pages, but I would count it for Carney Love because I'm having so much trouble finding a book for Carney Love that'll work. Apparently I don't read stuff that has carnivals in them. So I'm going to be reading The Clown Brigade by Stephen Graham Jones. It's a spooky carnival. Let's see. The Clown Brigade. He takes on the horrors of mainstream America life as only he, a literary shapeshifter and Blackfeet Native American, can, reminding us that monsters too often live in plain sight. It's a brand new day for Kyle. He's flying across the country to meet a woman he connected with online. His last relationship still haunts him, but just because it didn't work out with Steph, a wildly popular spin class instructor, doesn't mean it won't with Jenna. When the plane hits some turbulence, Kyle feels the world go still, even as the cabins inside churn, and he's still down the aisle. Of all things, a real clown with face paint, eyes drawn like diamonds, a wilted red wig, looks right at him and no one else. He briefly wonders if some kind of omen he might be a fool for love, but he's no clown, right? He plans to surprise Jenna. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's not exactly a clown, it's not exactly a carnival book, but like I said, I'm having so much trouble with this one, so I'm just gonna read this on my computer. Like I said, it's like less than 50 pages, but if it counts, then I'm counting it. I'm gonna say it counts until one of you tells me different. If you want to police it, that's fine. Then I'll take that bingo away. But I'm gonna just do this and we'll talk about it. Okay, so I finished The Clown Brigade by Stephen Graham Jones. I can't even pretend that this one would fit my carnival prompt, so I am back to the drawing board on that one for Camp Nightmare, because this was about this guy who met some woman online, and he just got out of a relationship, and he decided that he would take a plane to visit this woman that he met online, and then he surprised her. He didn't tell her, and he kind of was low-key stalking her. Not even low-key stalking her. He was just stalking her. It was fine. I wish it was longer. I wish that it was more built out, and like, I thought it was fine. I'm gonna give it 3 stars, because, I don't know, my problem with, here's the thing, I like horror novellas, and I like thriller novellas if they're done correctly, but this one, I didn't feel like there was much of a, like, build up. I don't think that they built it up correctly, and I wanted to love it, but I didn't absolutely love it like I wanted to. It was fine. I'm probably gonna give it 3 stars, but now I have to find a prompt for Camp Nightmare. It's definitely not nature on the cover. Book with urban legends, not really. It's about this stalker. Authority position, not at all. Favorite color on the cover? No. I can't believe I'm having such a hard time finding a purple book. Cabin Carnival? Nope. Relay Race, dual timeline? Nope. Water on the cover? No. Unreliable narrator? Somewhat. And we already have Friendship Group. So, you know, it's not really that unreliable. He's not unreliable. So I just read that for nothing. It didn't count, but it's okay. I probably would have never read it. I really was going to try and stretch that prompt and use it for Carney Love, but there's absolutely no way that I could stretch it that far. So I gotta figure out what I'm going to read next for either Camp Nightmare or for
that other one, the amazing readathon. But I do have to film a video, so maybe I'll just take a break and film for a little bit, and I'll come back to you when I've read something.
Okay, I am in the middle of filming a really long video, but my other camera died. So let me show you the chaos that you are stepping into. Whoa! So this video should be up next week, probably. If it's already up, I'll link it, but I don't think it will be because editing this is going to be a nightmare. Anyways, my camera died, and my brother-in-law is going to the gym anyway, so I'm like, I'll go with. And I am halfway through the audiobook of Beacon Street, Midnight on Beacon Street. Oh my god, I am loving it. So it's a young adult novel, but you follow this teenager. I think she's like 20. I don't remember if she says for sure how old she is. She acts like a teenager, but I think she's like supposed to be 22 in the book. But she's like babysitting, and she had her boyfriend come over, and now like her other friends came over, and like they're just being stupid. I'm sorry, but if you're babysitting, then you should just be focused on the kids, not care about having friends over and partying and things. So I think that things are gonna go wrong because she's kind of being irresponsible when she's supposed to be on the job. And that is the setup for this. I only have 2 hours left of the audiobook, so I'll probably finish it today, even if I don't finish it during my workout. Usually we work out for like 40 minutes to an hour, so I'll get most of the way done. Alright, I finished Midnight at Beacon Street by whoever this author is when I was making dinner, and it was not good. It was so boring. So I loved the first part of it because the setup is that this like 19-year-old girl is babysitting a 12-year-old and a 12-year-old girl and a 8-year-old boy, and they're home alone, and of course she's a dumb teenager, so she invites her friends over and they do things that teenagers shouldn't do, especially when you're on the job. So it was stupid, but I was like, okay, I get it. They're gonna get drunk, they're gonna get high, and then they're gonna have something scary happen. I'm still waiting for it to get scary. It was just cheesy and like followed a bunch of teenagers that were being stupid who were supposed to be watching younger kids, and it just rubbed me the wrong way. So I will not, I'll be giving this a very low rating. One star seems unfair because I did like the very beginning part. 2 star? No, I feel more comfortable with a 1 star, but I really didn't like it. I am going to see if I can get a sightseeing prompt and a bingo prompt for it, and then go finish filming my other video. I put in for a sightseeing prompt, and now I think I'm going to use Midnight on Beacon Street for the camp counselor prompt, which is to read a book with an authority figure. And I'm thinking that if you're a nanny, then you're like authority over, or a babysitter, then you have authority over the kids that you're watching, even if you're maybe not the best babysitter. But that does mean that I have another bingo. So I'm going to share that on Insta for the Thrills and Chills book club. And then I'm going to go finish my other project that I've been working on, because my room's messy and I need to clean it and go through. Basically, we are gonna grab every book by itself. We're gonna either put it in the read pile or the unread pile, and we're gonna put it in the unhaul or keep pile. And I need to finish that tonight. Good morning. It is 8:40 and I woke up and immediately read my 70 pages. Only this time I think it was slightly more for today's. So I'm right here. I'm on chapter 25, which is 229 pages into Forever and Ever for my buddy read with Nikki. And I am loving this. It was a real slow start for me. I didn't really like it. I think it was because it was so ominous and so mysterious as to why they hated each other so much. And now I'm very lukewarm towards the characters, like Remy. Oh my gosh, she's kind of childish. And I'm still having problems, like, when you're in Brick's perspective, Remy acts one way, but when you're in Remy's perspective, she acts like a different person. And that is something that I'm having a hard time with. But other than that, I'm actually liking this book quite a bit. So I'm done with my reading for the day. I do want to find an audiobook or finish an audiobook and listen while I finish that monstrosity. I was filming a video yesterday and then I went to sleep and I woke up and I decided it took so long to get to this point yesterday that what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the books off camera and then we're just going to do an unhaul video instead, because I literally took all my books off the shelves and put them down here, and then I was going through each and every single book on camera. It was a lot of talking. It was a lot of... That video would have been so long. So instead, I'm just going to go through all the books on my own and come up with an unhaul pile. And then I will film just an unhaul. Me talking. I am going to catch up on Discord and eat some leftovers. So it's like biscuits and gravy from last night. I made some homemade biscuits and gravy with sausage and scrambled eggs and hash browns. Okay, so I just started Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera because I was gonna listen to it while I finish my bookshelves and stuff, and then I'm gonna film my unhaul video. It was gonna be a go through every single book with me video, and I started that yesterday, but it was literally like 4 hours of footage, and I just don't want to do it. But while I was getting my audiobook set up in my ear and I just barely started listening, I was about to walk away, I got a notification from the amazing Readathon. So congratulations, Spooky Team! We won this leg of the race again. So yay, good for us. But that does mean that our reading vlog is ending here. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.